Hello dear students. Yesterday we have discussed about the rusting of iron, that is a chemical change. We have discussed how the rusting of iron can be prevented, and that process is called galvanization. We have studied about that. Today we are going to discuss next part of this chapter, part 5, physical and chemical changes. And in today's lecture we are going to discuss new process, that is crystallization. You all have seen salt, you all have seen sugar. Their particles have got a special shape that is called crystal. However, the crystal of salt is small as compared to that of sugar. You have learned that salt can be obtained by the evaporation of seawater. The salt obtained in this manner is not pure, and its crystals are small in size. However, the shape of the crystals cannot be seen clearly also. Large crystals of pure substances can be formed from their solutions. This process is called crystallization. So, what is crystallization? The process of obtaining large crystals of a pure substance from its solution is called crystallization. This question can be asked in your exam. What is crystallization? I have given this question in assignment also. So you should be able to answer. The process of obtaining large crystals of a pure substance from its solution is called crystallization. One important point to be noted here is that this process, crystallization, it is an example of a physical change. Right? Physical change, but not a chemical change. Now the question sometimes being asked is, how can you prepare the crystals of copper sulfate? Even this question is being asked in your NCERT exercise also. Take some water in a beaker, add a few drops of dilute sulfuric acid to it. Heat the water. What will happen? It will start boiling. Go on heating. So when it starts boiling, add powdered copper sulfate slowly and stir the solution continuously till no more powder can be dissolved. It means go on adding powdered copper sulfate to the solution until saturation level is reached. That is, no more powder can be dissolved. Then filter the solution and allow it to cool. Don't disturb that solution, keep it aside for some time. After some time, you will find crystals of copper sulfate. So this is how the crystals of copper sulfate are formed. You can see the figure, blue colored powdered form here. It is the copper sulfate, powdered copper sulfate. You dissolve it into the solution. Which solution? In a beaker we are having water, to which we have added a few drops of dilute sulfuric acid. In that solution you have to add powdered copper sulfate, and finally go on adding, then keep the solution aside. After saturation level being achieved, then after some time you will get the crystals as shown in the third figure. This was the last topic of this chapter 6, physical and chemical changes. This completes your chapter today. So in assignment you are assigned 2 questions. Question 1, what is crystallization? And question number 2, describe how crystals of copper sulfate are formed. In addition to this, you have to solve your NCERT exercise questions in your notebook. That's all about today. Thank you very much.